I'm almost positive that the Stranger Things Season 5 mystery monster is gonna be a Thessal Hydra, and that they've actually been setting this up since Season 1. The first episode of Season 1, the kids are all playing D&D, and Will fireballs a Demogorgon, but it fails, and this foreshadows Will later being kidnapped by the Demogorgon. Later in the last episode of Season 1, the kids are all playing D&D again, but this time face off against a Thessal Hydra. Will once again fireballs it and saves his party, possibly foreshadowing the end of the series. And also there's a really important piece of dialogue here. It's when Mike says that Lucas cuts off the 7 heads of the Hydra and Dustin puts the heads in his bag. Well, according to D&D, you can only kill a Thessal Hydra by cutting off all 8 of its heads. And if you don't do that, the heads will slowly grow back. Which brings us to the painting that Will later shows Mike in the car. It's a picture of them fighting this big monster with a bunch of heads. Now it doesn't have 8, but the smaller number of heads could represent the Thessal Hydra growing in power. Then we get to Season 4, specifically episodes 7 and 8, where we get 2 big clues. During episode 7, when everybody's in the Upside Down, they feel this earthquake and hear this loud roar in the distance, which if you have the closed captions on, just says that the creature is roaring. Well, according to D&D lore, the Thessal Hydra has a very deep and loud roar and is actually able to move from a demiplane into the Upside Down, which could explain what the earthquake was. Then later in episode 8, Vecna shows Nancy a vision of Hawkins under attack by an army of monsters, with one really big one with a giant gaping mouth. Well, when we look at a picture of a Thessal Hydra, that's exactly what was described. And more so, a Thessal Hydra is actually able to spawn hybrid versions of itself, which could explain the army of monsters that ends up attacking Hawkins. So here's my thoughts. 11 is going to face off against Vecna. That makes sense for the story. But it's actually going to be Will, who is said to have a really large role in Season 5, fighting and defeating the main monster of the season, the Thessal Hydra. Which could be a great way to come full circle, because the monsters start with Will and now they will also end with Will.